Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm Lori Williams and I'm an energy healer and a psychic medium. Today I want to talk to you guys about projection. So projection is something that we all do. It's unconscious. It's not a conscious thing that we do. It's completely unconscious. And it gets really hard when there's a lot of trauma. And this is why I am an advocate for healing from your traumas, because the truth of it is, if a person is unhealed from their traumas, they are more than likely to spew that hurt and that trauma, or the hurt that the trauma caused onto other people. So what does that look like? That looks like pointing fingers, blaming other people, not taking responsibility for your own actions, not taking responsibility for your own part in situations. Projecting looks like telling people that it's all your fault because, or that you're not a good enough person because. Those statements, the "it's your fault because," is literally just trying to get the focus off of the person that's saying the words. The same with, um, you know, "I'm a victim because you did this to me." All of that is projecting. Is projecting. We project things, good or bad. Unfortunately, like I said, when it's a projection based or coming from trauma, um, you're actually putting a hurt on people that didn't cause your hurt. It's like you're making them pay for something that they didn't cause. Um, and that's where it gets hard within relationships, because obviously the person that is being projected onto now has their guard up because they're not the cause of the issue, but yet they're, for some reason, they're paying for it. This plays out a lot in romantic relationships, where if you've had, say, if you had an abusive relationship prior, then you go into the new relationship, fully expecting that the same thing is going to play out. And I mean, it might play out. You may be attracting abusive people in your life for a reason, but regardless, it still comes back onto you. It's an unhealed part of you. Um, and even if you are if you are continually attracting people into your life of a certain, let's say if they're abusive, or if um, they have dependency issues or anything like that, that is all a reflection of you. Now, the good part of this is, I'm not saying that projection is a good thing, but if you are projecting, it actually gives you a chance to heal yourself. It's very, very clear on where your traumas are, where your wounds are. You're actually throwing your wounds onto somebody else. You're telling them flat out, this is where I've been hurt. So instead of projecting, how you can actually use your projections in order to heal yourself is, every single time you see somebody else at fault for something, I want you to take a step back and say, okay, what part of me has is holding on to this issue? So, for an example, if you are taking your your pain out from a previous abusive relationship on a new relationship, that's obvious that you haven't healed from that past relationship. So you need to look into yourself. You need to go into yourself, like you go within and actually find the parts of you that that first relationship hurt, where your burdens, or where your hurts are, where your wounds are open, and heal those open wounds so that you're not projecting it onto that next person. The good part with this is the fact that if you can heal yourself, you can actually heal all your relationships. You can heal different parts of yourself, from every single trauma that you've ever had in your life, and start to project in a positive way rather than in a negative way. And like I said, we, good or bad, we do project everything onto other people. What a good projection looks like, of, like, "Hey girl, you're doing awesome, I'm so proud of you," to a complete stranger. Or, "That's so awesome that you're trying something new and you're being more active," you're praising people up. That is a sign that you yourself are healed. If you can come from a place of love in your interactions with other people, then those places in you, those wounds in you, are healed. If you are coming from a place of anger, resentment, hatred, anything like that, there is definitely something within you that needs to be healed. So, um, looking at the root cause of where your projection is coming from, finding that open wound and then healing that wound is the only way that you can guarantee that you are not going to be continuing to spew out that projection onto other people that don't deserve it. And in turn, you get to have take those toxic relationships and you get to make them a lot more like positive, healthy relationships. It's never too late. It's never too late to work on yourself. It's never too late to heal yourself. It's never too late to make yourself um, the healthy one in the relationship, because at some point in our lives we're all that toxic person. I mean, I'm not saying that we're the only toxic person. The other person may be toxic for us, but we may be toxic for them too. And the first step to healing is to recognize that. So pay attention to how you react and um, how you are going into your relationships and what wounds you're showing people, and then start to heal one by one. Don't work on this quickly. This is something, it's taken a lot of time and a lot of wounds to make things like this, to make you like this, make you react like this. Um, so it's going to take time for you to be able to open it up and to actually look at these wounds and to heal them. So I like to look at our subconscious mind like a jukebox. When we have a trauma, it gets filed away, kind of like a little record. And as soon as someone else even makes us feel as though that the conversation or their actions are going to lead to the same place that our past experience did, our subconscious mind is just going to go and click into that part of the file and be like, okay, well, this has already happened before, so it pulls it out. So then our response is exactly the same. The thing is, though, in a lot of cases, it's only us, and it's self-preservation, but it's only us thinking it's going to go in that same direction that it did in which it caused the trauma. So we think we're justified in our reaction. But the truth of it is, if you actually just let it play out again, rather than being so quick to respond, you will see where your wound actually is. So be kind with yourself, take time for yourself, and start to work through these wounds and to be able to heal yourself so that you learn and you can start to actually project only good onto people. All right, that is it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and then you will also get notices whenever I post new content. And if there's any questions or anything, just comment below and I can get back to you on them. Try to answer every single comment. So uh, that is it for today's video, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Until then, take care. Bye for now.